Chapter 9, Colin Post made a way to be in contact with Carrie Holland or Carrie Pruitt and requested her to clear Miller's name, but Carrie resisted. Miller gave Post a theory of what seemed to happen at the Russell case by Tyler, his former lawyer. Chapter 10 discussed how Paul Norwood affected Miller's reputation. Norwood accused Miller of the crime he never did, until Norwood was called a fraud when the DNA testing came to existence. However, the damage has been done and Miller is still serving his conviction due to the false accusation Norwood gave him. Chapter 11, Post sought help from Kyle Vandersmith, an expert in this case, and led to another theory which involved the police due to suspicious actions and irresponsibility done during, before, and after Miller's case. There is actually no proof that the bloodshot wound was from Miller, nor is he involved in the killing of Russell. This leads to the speculation that the police has something to do with this case. Chapter 12, another person that Post has on his little checklist is Gerald Cook. He is innocent and had rape accusations from his ex-wife and stepdaughters. He wants to claim revenge by putting them behind bars for what they did to him. However, Post does not want to help innocent victims who still plan on having revenge. After all, he is not required to help them because they aren't paid to do so. Another client is Shasta Briley, who is in death row. Shasta has little to no chance of being saved unless it is a governor's mandate to save her, which is very unlikely to happen. Chapter 13, McNatt was the former chief involved during Ross's case and eventually told Post that Fitzner, the old sheriff, had power, double than he does, and he could do anything suspicious around town cases without being caught because, again, he had power. He also explained how small town politics work. It's a dirty game. Chapter 14, Carrie Holland called Post, admitting that she never really saw Miller kill Russell, and that she'd been framed up to accuse Miller of the murder for her own advantage. Since Carrie is not sure of signing an affidavit, which would inculcate her in the case, Post recorded the whole conversation just in case so they could prove Miller is innocent. Chapter 15, it wasn't actually Duke Russell who killed and raped Emily. At some point, Post and Frankie managed to prove that Mark Carter was the man behind the murder. He raped Emily, and to prove that was the pubic hair and the glass bottle he drank from, which were DNA testified and matched. Post hurries to Chad, who pushed that Duke made the killings. Post gave Chad consequences of the irresponsibility he did and for almost putting an innocent life in execution. Chapter 16, Post went to Tyler, Quincy Miller's former lawyer, and asked him questions to prove that Quincy is innocent. Although Tyler agreed, he doesn't want to be involved in any case, especially of Quincy's case. However, he did emphasize how dirty the case has been and how he failed to prove Quincy's innocence. Moreover, Chad pushes to execute Duke Russell regardless of the proof that Post had against the case, proving that it wasn't Duke Russell who did the murder but rather Mark Carter.